Because we're somehow 1 minute late because the dog was like, I went out already because I didn't go out last night, but now I need to go again because it was raining last night. I refused to go, but the routine is that you let me out. So she had to
Uh-huh.
go check the yard a whole third time this morning.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
awesome.
Yeah, it's like, all right, come on, let's go.
Blaming the puppy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hmm. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do a show. We do this once in a while. We should know how to do it. Welcome back to the Snack Network for August 9th, 2022. For some reason, my brain yesterday, my friend Grrouchie Surge, the frontman in Vegas, told me that it was 2023, and I don't know why.
Oh, years. I mean, one would think the days were easy to mess up, but with Dave, it's all about the years.
It's all about the years. It's just
Next
every.
week, it'll be August 13th, 1976, the Snack Network Retro.
Listen. I've considered in my life doing podcasts that take place in the past. I think that's a really fun idea. We should
I'm
do it.
actually surprised you guys don't have a segment on that.
I've definitely considered it. Definitely considered it. Johnny Casino was here though, Serge. We recorded a secret podcast. I don't know where that's gonna go yet. We recorded one
Hopefully,
episode
somewhere.
somewhere. Somebody will get it on somebody's feed. Uh,
Yes.
I don't know what we're gonna do with it though. It starts out a little rough because we're just a little rusty, but it devolves into exactly what Johnny Casino and Dave are, and I'll just say that it's a special weird secret.
So it's something that the world needs, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Do they need me at all? I don't know. Anyway.
No, you're right. They don't. You can be replaced by any blind ginger from Ohio.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, just any other blind redhead guy from Ohio, specifically Ohio. He
And
must.
it has to be Ohio.
Yeah,
It's
he.
got the weather factors and everything
Yeah, he
else.
needs to have like breathed in like all the cornfields and everything. Like it's important. It's
Right.
character building.
I can't argue with that. I'm assuming all of y'all have worked at 7-Eleven
Yep, yep.
and similar shared experiences. Because in Ohio, it's working at the roller coaster park over there at Cedar
Yes,
Park
yeah, yeah,
or 7-Eleven. Those
yeah,
are your only options, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. 7-Eleven or Cedar Point. Those are your only two jobs.
Yeah.
Yep. Like,
See, I'm glad we're on the same page with this one.
yeah. I mean, that Cedar Point is so much better now.
Uh, Dude, I haven't been there in like 15 plus years.
Oh, that's crazy.
Speaking of Cedar Point,
Yeah, let's
the
talk.
other day had
Okay,
a random conversation with a guy about Waldameer Park in Erie.
okay.
I think it was while I was on vacation in Disney, and starts talking to me for whatever because I was wearing a Steeler jersey that day.
Okay.
And next thing you know, he's like, "Oh, well, are you from Pittsburgh?" Because that's what
Yeah.
everyone has to ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Standard.
was talking about Erie, and then we started talking about Waldameer Park. And you know what the one thing I miss about Waldameer Park was, Dave?
What?
I used to go down there on my lunch breaks. We would get like a burger and fries from whatever the snack shack was,
Yeah.
and we'd maybe do a ride and then go back to work.
God, see, that sounds like the perfect break release. That's ridiculous. That
Really
sounds.
was like,
That
I
sounds.
hate customers. I'm gonna ride the roller coaster and then go back to work.
It sounds so good. That sounds so good. So how was Disney? Disney's important when you talk about Disney.
I mean, Disney was it was Disney, Dave. There were mouses and parades. It was the 50th anniversary of their electric light parade thing that they do. I don't know
Okay.
exactly what the name of it is, but it was the 50th anniversary, so it was like twice as long as normal. Um, Disney was good. We had the 4-year-old and the 7-year-old with us, so that made some of the lines a little bit more annoying.
Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
um, the
Food.
really cool thing was the wife and I, we would drop the. So the second day we went to Disney, I took Jacob at like 8 in the morning so we could skip lines. You
Okay.
know, right when it opens.
Right.
So he was super excited about that. And the first thing he wants to do is ride the train that goes around the park.
Isn't
Like
it
he
funny?
doesn't quite get the cuts, but he had fun. So we stayed there from 8 until 6 and took
Isn't
the kids home, let the teenager watch them, and then the wife and I came back out. We watched the parade, we watched the fireworks, then we did a Star Wars ride, and I did Space Mountain for the first time.
Space Mountain for the first time in your life?
Oh yeah. Anytime I go to Disney, I see like every time we go to Disney, it's like we have the kids. And Space Mountain always has like a 90 to 2 hour
Yeah,
wait.
but you were a kid once. Space Mountain's been there since
Never went
what?
to Disney.
Never went to Disney.
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. Any food related? Blue milk,
No, it was basic, like churros.
churros.
Actually, that's really related to the milk. Yeah. No, but we made sure to really not eat in Disney because we didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
So
See, this is the
we brought
problem.
snacks.
Yeah. If I go to Disney now, it has to be like 78% food. Although I think it's a business transaction then though. Like I
Yeah.
think it counts if I shoot a bunch of snack videos. So I think I can go to Disney
Yeah, I mean, you are technically able to do it. Just
now.
write it off, down there on the LLC line.
Uh-huh. That's actually legitimately doable. I want to go to Disney so bad. I miss it, dude. I haven't
And
been in so
because
long.
you don't spend enough on the business, you won't be able to itemize anyway, so it won't
You're right.
really.
You're right. My friend is out in Disney right now, so I'm just like, God, everybody's at Disney. I want to go. I want to go to Disney. I want to make a lightsaber and shoot Zurg with on a Buzz Lightyear ride because that was the ride I was obsessed with as a kid. It wasn't the train
Oh,
going
okay.
around the park. It was shooting Zurg.
Yeah. We did the Buzz lightsaber ride. That
Yeah.
was nice.
Is it still
Um,
fun? In my head, it sounds way more fun than I'm sure it really is.
I mean, I did it with a 7-year-old, so I got a lot of that kid vibe from it.
Okay, that would probably help.
The ride did stop in the middle of it, so
Okay,
we got extra shooting time.
I was gonna say extra points.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, I can't complain. My biggest complaint was the ride home, which is normally a 4-hour drive. It only took 9 hours. Oh, that face.
Do I
That's
do
what I was looking for.
do I want to know?
In a 20-mile span, it took us 4.5 hours to get through because there was an accident where it looked like a garbage truck had caught on fire and was finally put out by the time we got there. You could see the front of the truck and you could see the back of the truck. And then where like there's supposed to be a covering for the garbage was just this big open hole and tons of bags of garbage.
Did it smell? It had to smell.
I had my windows up.
Good.
I mean,
That's hot trash in the summer, is what that is. That's
literally hot trash in the summer. But going like at one point, the kids were getting a little impatient because we were in an area that had like very little internet reception.
Oh God
So
forbid. Give
while
them
we were
hand them
parked
their.
in traffic, I got out of the car, went to the back, sorted through all my belongings to find the tablet that I had downloaded a couple of Disney movies to,
Right.
turned it on, logged into the service, turned the movie, started it, handed it to the kid, got back into the car, and still waited another few minutes before we moved.
Oh.
This was why it was, like I said, it was a less than a 20-mile span,
You need to
and it was 4.5 hours.
you need to pull like the retro dad vibes and like grab like some Game Boy colors out of the trunk and be like, here you go. Good luck. here's
Good luck.
here's Mario Land on a Game Boy Color with no backlight, and
I
some Pokemon Blue. Have fun.
Well, luckily, everybody was already tied over and not very hungry because we stopped at Eddie World right before all the traffic happened.
Oh, even worse.
Well, we had
I mean,
stopped. Everybody got to eat.
uh,
So
I don't eat. I
that
don't.
traffic, when we left, that said it was a 2.5 hour delay.
I don't eat on road trips. It makes me sick. So I
Mm.
like no matter how long the trip is, like if we stop at the Wendy's or the McDonald's, and everyone like give me like two French fries, like literally two French fries, Not one, not three, two, and then like maybe I'll drink some water, but
Wow.
that's it. At 12 hours in a car, that's it. I'm done. Okay, speaking of tasting things, we bring new things every week to taste and try new things. This is going to be a longer show, apparently. We went off that Disney rant. Um, today, I can't remember if you tried this or not.
I
I,
did.
I think you did. This is the Ghost Energy Bubblicious Strawberry Splash. Um, Ghost Energy has been a winner in our books. I can't remember the last time I had Bubblicious gum, though.
You're gonna find that interesting.
Okay.
I was looking for this, and at one point it was like a GNC exclusive.
Okay.
This is Alani Nu, which is an energy drink my wife likes.
Okay.
They're supposed to be healthy-ish. It's vegan, gluten-free, blah blah blah.
I'm
But
pretty sure
this
this is gluten free. I'm
is Rocket Pop.
Rocket Pop. Oh,
So it's supposed to taste like a frozen popsicle, Dave.
the texture on these cans is always impressive to me. I don't know why. It just feels fun.
Just recently found out that Ghost headquarters is in Henderson, Nevada.
Yeah, you need to go there.
Um,
We need to figure out how to hook you up with that. Or then I'm going to come visit you and we're going to both go do it.
oh yeah.
Oh, this it smells weird.
I wish you had a piece of Bubblicious to smell it side by
I
side.
bet it's really close. Bubblicious is the big chunky gum, right? Like the big squares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
Haven't had those
Tasted
since.
a little chalky back in the day, probably to keep it from sticking to the wrapper.
Yeah. Oh man, I haven't had those since I was a kid.
Yeah, but you already know what it tastes like. Like that, it's in your mouth, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, pretty much.
The smell on this is fairly just generic. A little bit of cherry-ish.
Yeah, but Rocket Pop's not really that
Muted.
strong of a smell.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
not much there. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that is weird. You were right. That is odd.
You got the chalkiness, didn't you?
Yeah. What the f?
Why when I tasted it, that's what I remembered. Is like,
there's like
how did they do that?
There's like what? How? Because there's like that. There's like that. Like chalky. Like the stuff around the outside of the gum. It's like you're right. It had to. You had to be the sticking of the wrapper. It had to be.
They put it around all the taste molecules inside the drink.
What? Like you chewed that out pretty quickly, right? Like when you chewed Bubblicious, the problem with Bubblicious is it's like the perfect size of a piece of gum, but for some reason the flavor never lasted. It's the way I remember it. It would be
a good 5 minutes of flavor,
and it was like
20 minutes of bubbles, and then you spit it out for another one.
And it was a good piece, like a size of gum to chew. Like that's like it was actually a big bulky piece of gum, which made it nice to chew. I never was very good at blowing bubbles. I also find it kind of gross, so I don't do that. But
you need good hand-eye coordination for that. It's okay.
I mean, yeah, without the eye coordination, it's really
this
weird.
This is
man.
very cherry-ish in nature. It's very delicious, though.
I don't. They nailed it.
That is my least favorite of the Ghost Energies that I've tried.
Same, but it's not bad. Maybe it's actually Bubblicious's fault.
Maybe. Well, and the thing is, it's not bad, and you're super impressed that not only does it actually taste like bubblegum, but somehow they work the chalkiness into it.
Yeah, and maybe you leave that out. Maybe that would add something. It would still be like a weird strawberry gum taste. Not that I dislike it. Like if you gave me one of these and I didn't buy it, I'd be happy to drink another one. But I don't. When you give me a wall of Ghost energy drinks, this is not the one I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy the Sour Patch Kids ones first.
Yes.
Followed by like orange cream, like.
Oh.
Swedish Fish is definitely good, but that's because I like Swedish Fish and I'm one of those people.
Mm-hmm. It's delicious.
I saw
I like
I saw like sea critters the other day. It was like little turtles and
what
stuff. Yeah.
for ghost?
Not for ghosts. That would be
Oh,
exciting.
I was
It
confused.
was like a Swedish fish knockoff, but it was like little turtles, and
Oh,
I'm like, I should do that, and I didn't buy it.
you were afraid.
I have a stack of other things.
You mean you had to slow down on the buying so you could catch up?
I have to be reasonable on what the things I buy now are, because I at one point I was just buying stacks, just stacks and stacks of things, and now they're just sitting there, and so we
Stacks of snacks.
yeah, snacks to snacks, stacks of snacks. That's
So
good.
speaking of stacks of snacks,
Yes.
if we get lucky, this whole week I work 8 to 5.
Okay.
If we get lucky, on Friday I can come home and join in the live stream just to stop by and say hi and do a drink with you. My
Oh,
wife will be working that night. No, she's not working that night. She's taking her parents to a concert.
it'll be great
And
because it'll mean that the other people on the channel, like Jeff and Curtis, will actually know who you are then, even though
yeah,
because they don't watch this channel.
they don't watch the channel.
They're like, yeah, you do. There's that other guy, that Fat Rern and Fergus. Like that's all they've got. They're like, we don't know him. I'm like, get on Twitter,
Twitter's overrated.
participate in the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard me,
Yeah, so
Curtis.
that's the plan. I'm going to try to rush home and I'll do some hard Mountain Dew.
Jeff, I'm looking at
By
you.
the way, I was super surprised.
Yeah.
Like the day that Hard Mountain Dew was announced, one of the guys I worked with, says that he heard it was at a Smith, so he ran out on his lunch break. I stopped by on my way home and found some, but I'm finding it everywhere, Dave.
It's spreading.
Well, I'm just happy that like it didn't like come to town and it was kind of like limited quantities.
No, I
Like
think
it's at all the grocery stores. I found it at gas stations.
I think it's gonna be pretty easy to find everywhere. I think it's gonna be pretty popular, to be honest.
I I hope it is because I want it to stick around.
Have you
Um,
tried it at all yet?
I have,
Okay,
but I'm not going to review it until I
Okay,
get to go live on air with the Dave.
okay, all right. I've still got Hard Mountain Dew here. I've got
Do
a
you?
couple. I've got a little bit left. I got some
I have a
cases.
feeling I'm going to keep Hard Mountain Dew in a fridge. Like it's going to be one of my mainstay go-tos. There
Wow.
was
Okay.
remember when Not Your Father's stuff was popular?
Yeah, I
Do you
do.
remember like the Not Your Father's root beer?
Yeah, it's pretty much the only one I had, but yes.
Oh, they had a Not Your Father's Mountain Ale
Okay.
that looked almost like a neon green, and it was very citrusy, and I loved that one. But
Hmm.
now I can't find any of that stuff anywhere.
Uh, the of all the things we've tried on the streams, the one thing that I now keep around is the Simply Spiked, because that stuff. Oh, it's so good. The Simply Spiked is too good.
Is it similar to like the Trulies?
No, it's similar to like Simply Lemonade. Like actual Simply Lemonade, if it was a little carbonated and it had alcohol in it.
Oh,
It's
booze.
it's good. It's good stuff. Anyway, we always try to keep you up to date on the latest in snack news. And the biggest story of the last 2 weeks ish is the discontinuation of the Choco Taco.
So big, we have 2 news stories on it, Dave.
Yeah, how you feeling about it?
When's the last time you had a Choco Taco?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had a Choco Taco.
The only time I've ever had one, and I can't guarantee that the restaurant's correct, which probably means it's not because it just makes sense to me,
Uh,
but it was at fast food places.
I'm
Like a Burger King or a Taco Bell or something like that. I've had Choco Tacos when I go through the drive-thru, but I've never seen them in grocery stores. It's never something I sought out. It's like, ooh, I'll take some ice cream too.
the only memory of the Choco Taco I have is being like a teenager at the pool, because teenagers do stupid shit like go to the pool. And somebody going up to the stand kiosk where you buy the nachos and the shitty hot
Mm-hmm.
dog, like all that food, and somebody being like, "You've never had a Choco Taco?" Be like, "No, I've never had one." And I got it, tried it, and went, "I don't get it. Why did I have to try this?" That's all I
Well, I
remember.
mean, it's a waffle cone
Yeah.
with vanilla ice cream
Uh huh.
and
and nuts
chocolate.
and nuts.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you can get it anywhere.
I feel like you probably could also just make it,
Well,
or
to get the waffle cone to fold like a taco would
yeah,
be difficult.
But you could get all the same flavors into another shape.
Oh yeah, just I'd like a waffle cone, a vanilla waffle cone dipped in chocolate, please.
Yeah.
Bam, Choco Taco.
Right.
But it doesn't look like a taco. So the thing I don't understand is like they were like, well, the Choco Taco is going to be discontinued, and I was like, that sucks. And then there's like this outcry, and there's news stories, Dave.
I think
One, I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't read these news stories.
Okay.
But it makes it seem like Klondike was the inventor of the Choco Taco, or they're the ones that pushed it.
Yeah. Welcome to Big Ice Cream, guys. We're about to talk about the Big Ice Cream conspiracy.
But the thing is, like, I didn't realize that this was so beloved. And if it really was so beloved, do you think they'd be selling enough that it wouldn't have been discontinued?
All right. So here's my theory. You want my conspiracy theory, Snack Network coverage conspiracy? They had no intention of discontinuing the Choco Taco. I think what really happened was they weren't selling a lot of Choco Tacos at all in general. Like, people weren't really buying them. And so how do you drive up hype for something like the McRib or the whatever? You take it away. You take it away, which gets everybody, including us, and every news station under the world to mention the Choco Taco who haven't mentioned it in a decade, right? Then everybody goes, man, I love Choco Tacos. No one's had a Choco Taco in 15 years, okay? And then they go, don't worry, we'll bring it back. And then they'll bring it back every summer for a limited time, and then every year in the summer they can put out an article on every single website under the sun and say, the Choco Taco is back. And then everybody will panic, go and get the Choco Taco, and then they'll all eat one and go, yep, that's a Choco Taco. I don't love it. But now it's a limited time thing, and now it's a special thing that they look forward to, and then it becomes this like sought out after thing. And then maybe in the long run, this is probably their hope, is that they convince enough people that they actually love the Choco Taco, they sell enough that then they can actually sell them again. Because what happened probably realistically is no one cared about the Choco Taco anymore at all.
So, number one.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to say these words again. I don't want to admit to it. Mm-hmm. But the McRib sucks.
Okay.
I love the McRib, Dave. I buy 2 of them every year when they come back out. In October or November, when they re-release the McRib, I'm going to go out and buy 2. I'm going to eat them, and I'm going to be like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, I remember the McRib tasting amazing. And now when I get the new ones that taste like generic meat in my mouth with a badass barbecue sauce, and you're like, this is bland and garbage. Now I have to finish the second one because I bought 2. 2. Yes, Dave, I buy 2 at a time. Every time. I've been doing it for decades. This is why I'm the fat man in Vegas.
This is tradition now.
So the other thing is, it's like, your conspiracy makes perfect sense, especially with, let's just say, Twitter the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's going to complain. And everybody likes to complain on Twitter.
Yeah.
So one of the things is, the Choco Taco's been around for 40 years.
Okay.
So almost as long as I've been alive. And it says, over the past week, the official Klondike Twitter account has been busy responding to fans' distraught reactions. Because, the Choco Taco influences whether I have a good day or a bad day at work. And the comment on here from Big Klondike is, we're working hard to find a way to bring Choco Taco back to ice cream trucks in the coming years. But there's no timetable.
Yeah.
So how big are ice cream trucks still, Dave? Do you guys get a lot of them in your area?
I still get one. I still get one that comes around here. It comes around on a Thursday afternoon, though. So
Thursday.
For a while, when I moved in, I think COVID might have stopped it, but I'm pretty sure it still goes around on the same. And since COVID's kind of under control, and by under control, I just mean people are ignoring it. Uh, I'm pretty sure it still comes around, but I used to be here every Thursday, so I would always watch it come by. And every time it come by, I'd be like, I should run out and get ice cream. And they probably take credit cards. But I was like, I don't have money. I don't have cash. How do I buy ice cream from an ice cream truck? And then it would be gone. So I didn't.
Dave,
yeah.
They accept Apple Pay.
I'm sure they do.
You just put it up to the picture of the ice cream you want.
I just didn't want to be the 30-year-old man running out to the ice cream truck, all right? Relax.
You probably weren't the only 30-year-old man running out to the ice cream truck.
But
like I know that we still have them in Vegas, especially here in the summer.
That makes
800 degrees.
I think it's
and
only
not only
summer.
that, but imagine all the double dipping. Like by the time I hand you the ice cream, it's already melted. So you need a second one. You can pour them together.
I think it's only summertime they do it still, but yeah, definitely heard the truck, seen the truck. It's
a Thursday night in December. I don't want to see Dave running out in his underwear at 4 degrees, trying to order a Choco Taco. Do you have any left?
I bet you the one that drives around here still has them.
Do you want to change from taco news?
Sure, we can change from taco news
to fast food news.
To Taco Bell news. Just kidding.
I don't know. Higher prices, skimpier portion in apps. How fast food chains are changing value deals, Dave.
Yep.
So basically, you get less for your money.
Yep. It's just our weekly.
Let me read this because it has numbers.
Okay, got it.
Citing rising costs, Domino's Pizza earlier this year raised the price of its mix and match delivery meal from $5.99 to $6.99, and made its $7.99 national carryout offer available only for digital orders. Burger King removed the Whopper from its value meal. The Whopper was on the value meal?
Yeah. See, I question that statement.
And trimmed its 10-piece nugget to 8 pieces.
That's rude.
It really is, because when I'm hungry for 10 nuggets, I'm hungry for 20 nuggets.
Yeah. I don't want a 16 nugget.
Yeah, I don't want a 16-piece nugget. That's really what this comes down to. So I'm of two minds. One, yes, the price of everything is increasing. Like,
it's awful.
I remember back in the day getting a 20-piece nugget for $4.99 all the time at McDonald's.
Yeah, I do too.
Now you can get a 10-piece nugget for $4.99.
Yeah.
Except for at Burger King, you get an 8-piece nugget. The cost goes up. Fast food meals for me and my family of 600 or 37, as my wife would say. Like, we spend a fortune, and like fries are expensive. But like, if we're going to have a McDonald's night or something, because that's what the kids want, we know we're going to spend $40 for 5 of us.
Which is still not that bad, but it's also still bad.
I want to get a portion. Like, I am the typical American with a really bad diet.
Yeah.
And yes, I could use 2 less nuggets, but I don't want 2 less nuggets.
No, I still want my 20-piece. I want my 20-piece, my large fry, my large drink. That's what I eat, man. That's my McDonald's meal. I'm not going to get a 16-piece nugget. And the Burger King nuggets are already smaller than the McDonald's nuggets.
Whoa. Dave,
Whoa.
You have new... I hope that's snack news, Dave.
You've got mail.
Man, I really want you to hit that like every time we're supposed to change the story. Just like... All right, next story.
I mean, I could add stuff like that, but it feels kind of silly. I don't know. I felt like putting this in here only because it's becoming a problem. I'm disgusted with the prices. I don't like that we keep going up. I don't feel like we're getting anything more. The quality's been going down for years. The price of not that long ago. Like I'm just gonna say I bring this up a lot, but the price of the standard size bags of Doritos were like 2 for $4, right? Like that was the standard sale. It is now 2 for $8. I don't buy Doritos. I don't buy snacks. I don't buy Coke. I don't buy any of these things anymore because the price has literally doubled. Like I buy stuff for this channel. That is why I still have snacks in this house. But that is it. And that's weird. That's really weird to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is just the world's expensive right now, Dave.
I don't want a 16-piece nugget. I
I
already
don't
don't. I already don't go to Burger King for nuggets because their sauce sucks.
I don't go to Burger King because they suck.
Yeah, I mean that's also true.
So speaking of Burger King,
Yeah. Yep.
this last news article, Dave,
Yeah. Uh huh.
there was a shopping mall somewhere in the world. Excuse me. So, most spaces left open in shopping malls across the country are empty boxes, a few light fixtures, and maybe shelves for the next person to come in and renovate. Um, there's a Concord Mall in Brandywine that they built. Excuse me, I'm having some issues talking.
It's the chalk on the Ghost
Um,
energy drink. No.
yeah. So evidently, after a Burger King left, they put up a false wall over it.
Okay.
So they were remodeling it and they pulled off some of the false wall and they discovered like the old Burger King logo back there and different stuff that they just left up on the wall.
Yeah.
So now, somewhere online, probably TikTok, there are videos going viral of this old Burger King. A little weird.
Yeah.
Everybody was nostalgic for when Burger King tastes good and Whoppers were on the menu.
The
I'm
value
guessing.
menu.
Yeah.
Uh, Burger King's constant rebrand, man, has led to me never going there. They could have an exclusive thing, and I probably still wouldn't go to Burger King. The Burger King, my favorite Burger King is the one that's now.
What would it take for you to get to Burger King? Like, what if they had the exclusive Choco Taco re-release?
That would be super weird, but I'd probably go for the snack network, but not like going for my own personal food enjoyment. They have these buffalo chicken tenders for a little while that they brought as like a test thing during their big rebrand and changing all their stuff. And I'm like, these are all right. They were gone like a week later, right?
Hmm.
Like chicken fries are a thing that I'm not even sure they have on a regular basis. Those are okay, but
I know in Vegas they came back.
the price of those was always outrageous. So I never got those. Like the chicken fries might have been their nugget competitor if they just kind of committed to it, but they needed to get the price to a reasonable amount.
Right.
It needed to be a 10-piece for whatever for $5, which
Instead of like a 4 piece.
instead of a 4-piece for $10, which is I think
Mm.
really what it probably was. um, yeah, Burger King is like the only time I ever enjoyed Burger King in my life is when I was a very young kid with very little money. They had those spicy chicken sandwiches for $1, which were just these little sandwiches. But for like $3, I could get 3 of these little sandwiches, and that was enough food running around as like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's my Burger King nostalgia, and that's the only thing I have left of caring about Burger King at all. I never liked the Whopper very much. I used to like the grilled chicken Whopper, which I think they still have, but the last time I had one, it tasted like garbage. So, you know,
Yeah. I
you
used to like their original chicken sandwich. When I went there, that's what I got.
okay?
And it was always fresh and juicy and tasty. It was like the long one, not like those weird round chicken patties, but like the long one with the long like sub bun almost.
Mm,
And that's what I got. And like the last time I got one, it was dry. And the time before
yeah.
that, it was just dry. It's like all the food is overcooked. People don't know how to like make the menu items anymore so that it's good. Every time I have a burger at a fast food place like that, I just
Well, when you hire.
I'm not a teenager anymore, so I don't crave that disgusting food. Like I want some quality to it.
A
And none of the
little,
fast food places have quality anymore.
a little quality. We're asking for a little quality here, or just consistency, man.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be nice.
Like that,
Like
and that's the reason I like McDonald's. Like I don't think McDonald's food is that great. But the nice thing about McDonald's is most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, no matter where you are, the McDonald's is the same, right? And so especially when you're away from home or you're in a different city or whatever, Like, if you just want something that's just familiar, McDonald's is usually pretty familiar. Nothing weird
Right.
about it. It's what you expect. And that's nice. That's a nice feeling. That's a weird thing to say about McDonald's. It's just terrible for us. Yeah.
McDonald's. It might be terrible, but it's just so comforting.
But God, when you hire 16-year-old kids to work at Burger King and run the place, and that's basically everybody who's there is a 16-year-old, they don't care. They don't care. They're just overcooking things to make sure that it doesn't make you sick. But dry chicken isn't any good.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Everything I liked from my youth is dead to me, Dave, except for the 20-piece nugget from McDonald's with barbecue sauce.
hot mustard.
I like the spicy barbecue sauce, but they don't bring that back often enough.
I don't think I've ever had that.
It was off the menu.
That
You had
sounds
to ask for it.
okay. Well, that sounds good because the problem with their barbecue sauce is it's too sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there's actually an option that I'd like.
Maybe that's why you never liked the McRib, Dave.
That's gonna happen every time I turn on our soundboard. That means it's time for the end of the show. As always, guys, this is Snack Network Live. We do this most, and by most I mean sometimes, on Tuesday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. With me, I'm Dave Moore. That's Grrouchie Surge. You can follow him at Grrouchie with 2 R's. You can follow me at Tell You Dave. You can follow the Snack Network at the Snack Net. There's a video up right now of you, yes you, Grrouchie, tasting cinnamon toast crunch milk. Thanks to Blaze Knight for suggesting it. And so go check out that video. We've got Mark Harabin from the Canardian from Secret Friends Unite tasting the last of the Hershey's ice cream bars that are Canadian exclusives.
Which is not cool.
We've got a bunch of other videos that are supposed to have been up by now, but they are in the cycle. And then I shot a bunch of stuff with Johnny Casino that's getting edited. So we're tasting stuff almost every single day so that you don't have to. And that's it. That's the whole show. We'll see you guys next time. Go watch some tasting videos and hang out with us. We'll see you next Tuesday, hopefully.
And it's Blaze Knight 0923, not 9023. I'm sorry, Mike. Don't hurt me.
You say the number wrong?
Yeah.
We're here to taste some food.